Wait till that. After sun it is moon. Sun is called as the king and the moon is called as the queen. Actually not queen. Queen will come under Venus, but the sun is the father and the moon is the mother. Okay, moon is a motherly planet and waterly planet. Our body is mainly composed of water. Okay, around 70% of our body is water. During young, you will have very good body. Okay, you can see it. A small child's leg and a old person's hand. So child will have lot of water inside the body. As you age, you slowly lose your water step by step. Okay, so this is the major reason, because without water, you will get lot of diseases. Most of your body will not function. Okay, dehydration is one of the problem. You may think that it is dehydration. That is different. Is that a symptoms? That is a dry mouth. Other things are symptoms. But actually, all our body functions, okay, need this water. Okay, water level. If you don't have sufficient water level, blood will be clotted and other things. So basically, youngsters will be chubby. Okay, have more water. Old persons will become very dry. Okay, those diseases will come because of loss of water. There's no need for you to become old. Before that itself, it will come. Okay, all dehydrated related things. Okay, moon is a kappa planet. Kappa means water only, cold. Okay, moon is our mind. Mind is controlled by moon. Okay, when moon is affected, you don't sleep well. Okay, all these mental disorders will come under moon. Okay, when psychological problem, depression, anxiety, all emotional problems, all because of moon. Okay, moon rules our heart also. Okay, sun is the energy of the heart, moon is the love of the heart. Okay, so the moon, if it is affected, okay, your heart, lung, and other area will be affected because of water. Okay, your water may be clogged at the lungs. It may create problem. All our cold and things are due to water logging at our body parts. Further, your body will store water. Okay, when mood is imbalanced, either you get dehydrated or you get too much of water inside the body. You will have bigger body parts because of water clogging. Okay. To improve moon, generally moon is controlled by, not controlled, moon is good by, it will be made good by eating rice and milk. Milk is good because moon is a mother. Okay, milk represents your mother. So food itself is mother. So even if you eat any food, your moon will be happy. That is, whenever you are depressed, you eat food. That's why you become obese. But depression is temporarily at least relieved by eating food. So moon is improved by eating rice. The sun is improved by eating wheat. Okay, you can have balance, or depending on your temperament, you can see. If you have more pitta, you can go for more rice to reduce it. If you have more kapha, you should avoid rice and go for wheat for improving it. Okay, if you sleep well, okay, your moon will be improved. So whatever you do to maintain your mind, you should improve your mind. Chanting, prayer, everything will improve your mind. Taking moon bath is mind. Visiting relatives and attending festivals will improve your security feeling. Okay, then it is also a mind improvement technique. All your meditation and everything will come under this only. Mars is the fighter. Okay, mostly accidents, injuries, anything bloody injuries are coming under Mars. Okay, blood pressure, menstrual problem, blood clotting, okay, adrenal, too much of adrenaline, fighting, anger, those kind of things come under Mars. Okay, if you have weak Mars or too much strong Mars or afflicted Mars, okay, you will get these kind of problem. Your bone marrow will be affected. It's also creating red blood cells, and it's also needed for immunity problem. Okay, it also a pitta planet. Therefore, you get piles and other bleeding ulcers, other things because of imbalanced Mars. Actually, every planet is good in a balanced condition. It is not good in a imbalanced condition. So remedies will be actually to balance it. Sometimes it will be extra or less than that. So based on that, you have to adjust. Okay, if you go too much, do a remedy, it will create other problem, other side. Okay, whenever Mars is strongly influencing a planet, they will get into accidents too much. Okay, they will ride very fast. They will not care about others. They may get into problem, and they will try to use weapons in a careless manner. Okay, it may lead to accident, or they may kill, not kill, harm others also. Because of higher masses, abortion and other kind of things also occur. Okay, how to improve mass? First, you have to use that energy. If you are weak Mars or strong Mars, whatever it is, you have to do very strong exercises, climbing mountain or any gym going. You be playful. Okay, do anything to use your energy. If you are weak, also your Mars will be improved. If your Mars is strong, also the imbalance will be reduced. Okay, you will get under control. You will become more and more energetic. Okay, for eating non-vegetarian is good. If you are a vegetarian, you can go for tur dal. Okay, non-vegetarian soups are good for improving Mars, increasing the strength of Mars. If Mars is weak, it should be good. If it is strong, you may do exercises. But generally, Mars strong people will like non-vegetarian food. They cannot stop eating. Okay, it is better to sleep in a mat, not necessary to use pillow. So if you use pillow, it is actually you are making yourself soft. Okay, Mars need hard things. For improving Mars, you have to be rough and tough, not on others, but on your work, your body itself. Giving blood as a donation will improve yourself. Either you give your blood in a donation or you give your blood in an accident. Okay, when Mars is wrong, regularly if you give your blood as a donation, you will not have to face accident and give it. It may be because of planet or something like that. Your energy level may be reduced. You should have an ambition. You should work hard in that. Okay, that will be good for Mars. Then comes Mercury. Mercury is an intelligent planet. It's actually somewhat it's not up to Mars. Mars is a focused planet. Mercury will be a distracted planet or multi-dimensional planet. Mercury will not do only one thing. It will always do many things. Okay, it will be confusing. You can see that picture. One fellow says 4, one fellow says 3. Both are right only. Okay, Mercury sees things in a different manners. Okay, it is Arthanarishwarar, we can say. It has both qualities of men and women. Sees both positive and negative. Therefore, Mercury controls your nervous system, your brain, and all other things are controlled by Mercury, and all the things which are at the extreme, that is at the final point, hair, nail, our skin, those things which are at the, they receive blood very late. Okay, that's why if you improve, actually, if you improve Mercury, everything will be good because the last place where the blood comes is only for the skin, hair, and nail. So if it is properly nourished, then everything is okay. All the brain problem, that is for Moon, it is mental problem or emotional problem. Physical brain damage is for Mercury. Okay, memory issues will come under Mercury, or your skin problem will come under Mercury. Mercury rules the throat chakra and neck shoulder area. Okay, not only throat, ENT, all air, nose, mouth, all things under Mercury. Therefore, Mercury, if it is affected, all those things will be affected. You will have respiratory problems. Okay, your tongue, everything will give problems. Mercury also rules absorption of the food you have taken. It is Sun and Mars may be ruling digestion power, but even if you digest, you will not be able to absorb. Mercury is needed for absorbing the whatever material you have taken. Okay, it is a balanced planet. Okay, for improving Mercury, you have to balance all the dosha. That is Vada, Pitta, Kapha, we will say. But for other things, any planet, moon you have to balance Kapha. For Sun, you have to Pitta, Vata. But only for Mercury, you have to balance everything. In fact, if you balance Mercury, everything will be balanced. Okay, it is under Ayurvedic conditions. Okay, but people you can see, they are all masters. All our martial masters will be Mercury oriented, not Mars oriented. Mars will be good fighters, but these saints, even in old age, they will be having all these things. That will come under Mercury only. Mercury is a multitasker. You can see one fellow is doing exercise and also doing other things. It's a creative planet. Mercury want to try everything. It will it will always try many things. That is so in fact an issue because Mercury cannot easily focus. Okay, if you are able to focus Mercury, You cannot actually focus in one thing. You have to focus in 2-3 things minimum, but you should not go for lot of things, because Mercury want to try everything. Okay, it's something like a child actually. In fact, a child will try to explore everything. It's a creative planet. So to improve Mercury, you have to learn martial arts, or you have to do pranayama and other things. Okay, everything should be balanced. You have to eat all the food items. Okay, but the best one is mung beans or green gram. Okay, in Mercury you should understand which is possible, because it want to do everything. Okay, it's a diversifying planet. You have to focus on it. Okay, Mars is in fact a focus planet. You should teach Mars people to learn extra also, because they don't see other opinion at all. Mercury will see all other opinion. Then comes Jupiter. Jupiter is the guru, we will say. It is the storing planet actually. It will store energy in the form of fat. Okay, it's controlling liver and all the digestion enzymes, pancreas, piles, gallbladder, and other things. Okay, it will secrete that pitta materials. Okay. Actually, whatever you eat, the blood glucose will be stored in liver and slowly released. Initially, it will be digested and released into blood. Okay, insulin, from insulin, it will be stored as a fat. Something is stored as a glycogen in the liver. So liver is a balancing planet. Liver give you confidence. The Mercury, if somebody is having good liver, they will have very good Jupiter. Jupiter is the guru. It will give you confidence. It will give you hope. Okay. So if your Jupiter is affected, normally Jupiter people will be very heavy built, will be big, heavy and everything. At least they will be fat. Okay. You should always be playing or exercise. Otherwise, you will not. Even you cannot become lean, but at least you can control under level. Other all diabetes issues will come under because of Jupiter. If Jupiter is lacking, you will have low confidence. Okay, or you will become a fanatic and other things. You believe one thing too much, too much religious, or too much get affected by a guru or some practices. So, okay, your Jupiter is affected in that case. Jupiter also controls fertility. Okay, many planets are controlling. Jupiter, in fact, is a lucky planet. So if you are unlucky, you may not get children. And that way, you can say, or you may feel that I am unlucky. Okay, blood disorders also may come, but Jupiter will make you eat a lot. You should have control. You should have control over that. Okay, to improve your Jupiter, actually not much is needed. Okay, Jupiter will suddenly give you some inspiration, some flash. You have to follow that. You should have a family. You should try to be relaxed as much as possible. You should be physically active. You should care for others. You have to teach others. Okay, in meditation, Jupiter comes under Guru Chakra. It is just above Agnya Chakra, or even at least Agnya Chakra is also okay. So Jupiter is powerful if you do those kind of meditation. Okay. Law of attraction, you may all have heard about law of attraction. Okay, that secret book. Okay, it is actually Jupiter. If you understand law of attraction properly, your Jupiter will work properly. Okay, you can actually, if you are having good Jupiter, your life will be easy. Everything will be lucky. But only when you spoil it too much, you get under problem. You will get good food, but you should eat less. Okay, you will get friends, you will get chance to play. You should do it. Okay, there's no need for you to be working hard to get it, but you should work hard not to cross the limit. That is the major thing for Jupiter. If Jupiter is weak, you can eat chickpea. That is, you should avoid sugary items. Even fruits also you can reduce. Okay, because fruits will create a fatty liver, and therefore it is better not to eat too much fruit also. Frozen items you can avoid. Starch material you can avoid. Go for protein item or fat. Best actually you have to eat fat to reduce fat. That I cannot explain here. But see to that you don't have too much of fat. But these kind of pulses, particularly that is chickpea and groundnut will be good for this. Okay, regular fasting will be good. Donate food for others. Venus is the enjoying planet. All diseases created by enjoyment. Okay, you get too much sugar, junk food, Okay, too much party and doing everything, because of that you get liver damage or some other damage. Okay, Venus is controlling all the hormonal system, or endocrine glands comes under Venus. Therefore, if you have weak Venus, you will get those things are affected. Actually, Venus is the Sanjeevani. We will say, know that Sanjeevani mountain is taken by Hanuman to Ramayana story. Okay, Sanjeevani is the life giver. Actually, it is Venus. Okay, when your Venus is strong, even if you get accident, you will recover. If you have Mars is strong, you will get into accident. But if your Venus is strong, you will get recover fast. Okay, that is the thing. Venus is the planet of very, very strong body. But physically, if you see, Mars will show as if it is strong, but it is not so. Venus only is needed for becoming a model or something like that, because whatever thing you get under, first you will not get under any problem, but it will give you recovery. Okay, that body building back. That is the strength of Venus. It is a nourishing planet. But if you spoil it too much, eating too much sugar, too much everything, or enjoying life in the wrong ways, okay, it will create lot of relationship problem, all other nervous problem, everything will be there. So your AI lens is controlled by Venus. That is the main thing. That is simple. It is a flexible one. Okay, it gives you flexibility. Therefore, it is one of the important thing. So all the soft tissues will be used, managed by Venus. Okay, if your Venus is weak, you will not be friendly person. Okay, you are particularly you will not be friendly with the opposite sex. Particularly, it is weak for women. Men, they will not be good with women. If it is weak for women, they will be money oriented rather than that is being friendly. Okay, they may become attached to money. The AIDS, HIV, those kind of things also come under Venus. And those kind of profession also created by Venus. So to improve Venus, you have to love each other. As a friend, you have to treat everybody. You have to respect women, particularly women. Okay, men should respect women. Women also should respect women. Venus is a woman sign. We should respect cleanliness. You should clean everything. Okay, you should not wear unclean clothes. Okay, you have to appreciate art and beauty. Actually, Mercury will create art. Venus will enjoy it. Okay, for somebody should be there to enjoy it. Therefore, Venus will be a supporter of art. They'll be happy to visualize arts or whatever arts. If you want to eat, okay, it is better to eat seafood. It is more zinc and other thing. Seafoods are good for improving Venus. Okay, mochai, that's called as in Tamil, and actually in English is a hyacinth. I don't know what is in Hindi. Okay, those that's a bean. It's very good for eating to improve the Venus. Venus need cleanliness. It does not need fresh cloth. There is new cloth. It needs clean cloth. You should not wear unclean things. You can say Venus is Mahalakshmi. Okay, whatever they say to improve Venus is actually worship of Mahalakshmi, not this, not only the statue. We will say that if you do this, Mahalakshmi will not come. That is whatever those practices. If you do it, Venus will be good. Okay, the even you should know how to enjoy life. Okay, to win in life, you need a Sun or Mars. To be happy, you need Venus. If you are not having good Venus, you will never be happy. Actually, if you are not having good Venus, your wife will be creating problem, and automatically you will not give respect. That's your life will be spoiled. Saturn. Saturn is the planet of old age. Okay, everybody has to become old. But if somebody is having very strong or damaged Saturn, they will become old earlier. Okay, all the problem you get after you become old will start coming in the early ages. It's a Vata planet. They say Vata. Okay, actually, in fact, too much studying, too much seeing phone, and not doing any enough physical activity will increase Vata. Automatically, our brain will become old. Our body also will become old. We should be physically active for reducing Vata. Okay, we have to take. Actually, Saturn is direct opposite to Sun and Moon. If you improve Sun and Moon, your Saturn will also be improved. In fact, it's direct opposite. If Saturn is very strong, it will damage Sun and Moon. Okay. If Saturn is very weak, okay, if Sun and Moon are very strong, they will damage Saturn. but Saturn is a discipline giving planet. Okay, but Sun and Moon, if they are strong, also somewhat good. Okay, Saturn should not be weak. Okay, at the same time, Saturn should not be very strong also. All the bone, joint, everything come under Saturn. Thing is, Saturn is the structure, discipline giver. Okay, any planet, it should have some discipline. Otherwise, it will go out of control. If your Saturn is not good, you will not have discipline. You will not do anything in the proper way. You should not properly file it. All your documents will not be in the good condition. You will be unclean. Okay, your joints will be weak. All these elephant disease, other problems will come under. You can see that if your body temperature is less, most of the enzymes will not work. Saturn is against Sun, it will reduce body temperature. When you become very cold, you die. Okay, they say that only body has become cold, therefore the person is dead. So Saturn is a death planet. We all know that. Saturn is a slow planet. You will not be able to eliminate your waste from your body. That is the thing. Okay, you cannot easily eliminate. All these digestion issues will come under. Lymphatic, we can, you know that lymph nodes are there. They don't have any pump. You have to work hard. Other not work hard, you have to do some exercises. Otherwise, your lymph fluid will not be properly circulated. Okay, therefore, you have to do some lymphatic work. So it will create digestion issues, colon and rectum. Your small intestine is coming under Mercury. A large intestine is coming under Saturn. Saturn is for elimination purposes. Okay, if a disease comes because of Saturn, okay, it will not go easily. Okay. You can identify it properly, but still you cannot cure it. You are becoming old, can you become again young? It is not possible. Therefore, any disease coming because of Saturn is a problem. You get a skin allergy because of some mercury issue, it can be cured. If your skin become old and brittle because of Saturn, you know that it is not possible. Okay, you will become lazy. All these arthritis, other problems will come. Okay, you will not be steady properly because of your joint issues. Everything will come under due to Saturn weakness. To improve Saturn, this L in Tamil we say, that is English it is sesame oil. Sesame seeds itself. Sesame seeds you can do it in all these sweet. You can take oil bath. For Saturn, you got to always work. You have to walk properly. You should be having proper discipline. One other thing is we say is it will control your knee and below that knee level. Okay, we have a calf muscle in that. I don't know whether you know or not. It is also a heart. You all know only about heart at the chest, but there is one another heart at the our leg, because the chest will pump heart from blood from the top to bottom, but to suck it back it is tough. Okay, heart will not be able to suck it back. So your legs will pump it back to the heart. Okay, when your pump is weak, all your heart energy will be wasted in sucking blood. It is tough. It is easy to push it down. It is not easy to suck it back. So pump it up. You need to walk. Only when you are walking, it's a one-way wall. Only if you walk, it will go up. Otherwise, okay, you will get varicose vein and other kind of things because of your clotted vessels at the bottom of your leg. That's why old people get regularly, they get leg pain every day because their heart cannot come back from suck the blood up. They will not normally walk. They will not have that power to pump it up. So your leg has another two hearts. Both legs have one heart. Okay, it's a pumping one. Okay. I don't know whether you know or not. There's one thing called fascia. Fascia system is a somewhat a jelly-like substance. It is connected all our body. It will become slowly rigid. Once you become rigid, you get all cramp and other things. You cannot easily move your body. It will not be flexible. Once it becomes something like a semi-solid substance becoming a solid substance. A jelly become hardening. Once it is hardening, automatically your body will not be easily movable. Okay, it's something like a sweater. In a sweater, if you pull one end, it will have effect in other places. So all body is connected by a jelly-like substance. It is called as fascia system. that you have to keep it. You cannot improve. I don't know whether it is possible, but you can keep it under good condition by properly hydrated and working out. That is doing exercises. Okay, Saturn is a Vata planet. It is dry and cold. Dry means against moon. Cold means against sun. Okay, it's a desert night, we can say. Okay, it's a night. It will be cold, but there will be no water. Okay, though no sun also. Therefore, it's a dangerous one. Okay, so you will die and cold also. So normally you can have regular oil. Any oil is good. Sesame oil is better. Okay, exercise you have to do. Always eat soup. That's what I will not say. Don't eat anything dry like crackers. Okay, any dry item you avoid. Any cold item you avoid. Don't eat chilled foods, or don't eat. Don't that is take bath in the evening particularly. Okay, you should avoid cold condition or dry condition. Okay, cool drinks should never be taken. If you use always you any type of veg soup or non-veg soup, it is better to have liquid food. Then comes under we will go for Ragu. Ragu is the most exotic, dangerous, and the other planet. Okay, Ragu cannot be managed first of all, because it is not that it is bad. Actually, it is actually good planet, but the problem is it is highly energetic. It want to try everything in your life. It don't bother about good or bad. That is the problem. It want to test everything. It don't bother about is it good or bad. It don't have any social stigma. Okay, if actually in bad times Rag is good because it will fight for the right of the people. In good time it is bad because it will fight the authority. Especially Rag will fight authority, fight rule. Whatever rule you put, the Ragu people will just violate it. That's all. And all the terrorists are coming under Ragu's influence. All the revolutionary also are coming under Ragu. Okay, it's a fighting planet, not like Mars. It will follow the rules properly. Ragu will violate the rules every time. Okay, so all disorders, brain disorders, hallucinations. That is, you believe in something, you are under confusion, you think that somebody is doing bad to you, you create all problem. Okay, you misunderstand things. Okay, falling from height actually not only physical. When Ragu is there, even if a person is under a good position, he will fall. Okay, Ragu will create a fall in your life. We know that lot of people who are successful people do some mistake, get into some problem, some issues they get into, and their name will be spoiled. That is because of Ragu. Okay. Animals are generally sometimes you'll get problem because of animals. Don't know why, but Ragu is a attractor of accidents, not physical accidents. Like that's Mars, it will create poisonous accidents. It's a poisonous planet. It will make you to eat poison somehow. Okay, or any snake bite you may get, or any bugs the insects may bite you, but generally you will eat poison. Alcohol is a poison, drugs is a poison. Okay, therefore it's a risky one. You will somehow eat poisonous thing. Food poisoning also come under. Knowing that there is a possibility for something damage, you will do that. You don't bother about it. Okay. The only thing is major problem is Ragu create incurable diseases. Saturn also yes, but it's not because of that is Saturn is because they are because of old age. Ragu create incurable diseases in the means that the doctor will diagnose it in the wrong way. That is the problem. Ragu will give false signal. You go for one diseases, it will show some other symptom. Doctor will give medicine for some other diseases. You will create third disease. Okay. Ultimately, you end up in a mix of diseases. You will never be able to solve it. So it will always give wrong result. Your report will be misplaced or something will happen, and automatically wrong treatment will be given. That's the problem. Actually, in fact, Corona comes under Ragu and Kedu only. All epidemics, we will see that because it will cheat you. Ragu is a cheater. It will show something. Actually, it will not be so. It will regularly change its form of attacking. Therefore, you defend in one way, it will come under another way. It is not easy. To improve Ragu, actually, you have to do meditation. That is the one of the best way. Okay, you have to do meditation. You have to have a balanced mind. You should avoid new things, exotic things. Okay, you can do new things, not too much new. Eating all the meat available in this world, somebody will eat everything. Okay, if somebody says that you should not eat it, they'll go and eat it. Those kind of things you should avoid. If somebody say you should not do that, you'll do that. That is because of Ragu. That you can avoid. Okay, black ram is good. That is actually, in fact, why it is good? Black ram will make you slightly weak, not weak, lethargic mentally. Therefore, Ragu is highly active, hyperactive. Therefore, black ram is okay. Avoid any drug, smoking or other thing. Even medical drug is dangerous for Ragu people. They will get addicted. Most of the medical people, not most, few of the medical students get into drug habits. They test it for their patient and they test it on themselves, they get addicted. That is because of this kind of Ragu influence on that. If you go for naturopathy, at least you don't have side effect. That's what I'm saying. It may not cure you, but at least you will not have side effect. But in allopathy, if it is a Ragu disease, it's a danger because you will get treated for other disease. It will hide your real symptom and it will create another problem. Okay, you can see that somebody, if you want to paint properly, he goes and point other way, he will fall. Rahu is a falling planet. It will make you fall. Anything dangerous, it will get attracted and problem. You have to have routine habit because Rahu will affect moon. Moon will be improved by routine habit because it want to be a mother. Mother don't want to take risk. Rahu want always to take risk. So it will always create a problem. So a young teenager like that will create. Not only young teenager, who is not obedient young teenager. Gambling. It will, though it is not a disease, addiction is a problem. Due to gambling, you get into another problem. Okay, so gambling things come under Ragu. So Ragu will make you gamble. Okay, it will make you risk. Okay, even if it is dangerous physically, you will do that. Okay, that kind of things come under Ragu. One thing is, life will create failures. That's all. But Ragu want to achieve all the things, but he don't want to accept failures. But once you accept failures, okay, Ragu is an excellent planet. All the planets cannot win if Ragu is strong. Okay, if Ragu is improved, they will become greatest people ever because they have lot of energy, but they should have control. Once meditation, other things you have, you do that and improve your Ragu, you can do wonders. Okay, even sun cannot do that because sun is an innocent planet. People can easily cheat sun. They're good leaders, but they can be cheated. Ragu is a paka criminal. Okay, but when it becomes a good planet, okay, it will use criminal mind also, but for good purpose. Then you cannot do anything with it. Okay, one of the major strong planet is Ragu only. If they gamble in that level in stock market, they will make lot of money. Okay, because Ragu is you know all the loophole. That is the thing. Ragu know all the loophole. Okay, but thing is initially you got to accept failures. You got to try many times. Then only you have to go. Avoid any cost. Avoid too much treatment. If your Ragu is strong, you should not. I am not say that you should not go to medical doctor. You may go, but you know that there is a chance for misdiagnosis. Ketu. Ketu is exactly opposite of Ragu. Ragu want to succeed in life. Ketu want to go away from life. So that is a very, very risky thing. All your Ragu Ketu both are needed for this corona-like virus infection. The death is caused by Ketu and the spread is caused by Ragu. Ragu will create, the Ketu is the actual creator of epidemics. Virus and bacteria come under that. But Ragu will spread it. Okay, Ragu will spread it too much. It will make it that it is not easily diagnosed properly. But Ketu will kill people. If Ketu is affecting your body, you will have worms in your intestine. Okay, where it is Ketu is in your head, you have Ketu, it will create some sore, and in that some worms may be coming. Okay, in foot, if it is there, it will be creating worms. So Ketu is a creation of worm and infections always. Okay, it will create injuries like Mars. Okay, but the one thing is Mars may create scratches. Ketu will surely cut your leg. That's the problem. In Mars, you may get broken bone, you may get a scratch, but you may escape. You may get cured. But Ketu, there's no problem because it's don't have any head at all. So you will have amputation mainly. But greatest surgeons will come under Ketu. Somebody is having good surgeon, Ketu, they can become good surgeons because they have extreme skill in handling weapons. Okay, Ketu is weak, it will create a surgery for you. If it is good, you become a surgeon. It will create injuries, accident, but surely your parts will be cut if Ketu create accident. Okay, so Mars created accident, blood will be lost. You may not leave any part. Ketu will not bother about cleanliness. That is the major issue. Okay, you will not bother about cleanliness. Okay, you may eat rotten food. Okay, you may eat spoiled food. You may live in ugly environment. You don't have any interest in life at all. You are depressed. Your mental problems come under ghost and other all kind of problems come under. That's a problem. Harsh speech. Ketu don't bother. You don't have any head. You don't bother about a person who is sitting in front of you. You just say whatever you want to say. You don't mind at all. Okay, that is a problem with Ketu. Even AIDS and other things come under Ketu because Ketu don't bother about safety. Okay, you just want to do anything. It is actually, in fact, it's a saintly nature, but it will create a problem for a worldly person. If you are a saint, no problem. Worldly person will get into a problem. Okay, mostly cancer come because of Rahu and Ketu. Rahu create cancer by using drugs, but Ketu create cancer using spiritual practices. It's, in this seminar, it may be counterintuitive, but basically, you know that Ramakrishna had cancer, Ramana Maharishi got cancer, many saints have got cancer. Because of in deep samadhi, your body cells die. You don't take care of a body, you don't want to live at all, you want to go to samadhi state. So those cells become cancerous cells. Therefore, Ketu may create cancer if you are always practicing too much of samadhi kind of meditation. It is not good for worldly life. If you are a saint, no problem. Otherwise, it is a problem. Ragu will create cancer due to drugs and other things, not because of meditation. Okay. If you have Ketu strong, so you should avoid spirituality. Okay. Thing is, it's not this program itself is spirituality, but if your Ketu is very strong, you will become too spiritual and you will go out of your life. It will make you to leave your family and everything. It will create a problem. But Ketu can become an expert. That's one thing. You can become number one expert. Like an Einstein, you can become. Any wired stringed instruments, they are good for Ketu. If you learn guitar or any veena, like something, Ketu will give you good expertise in that. Ketu want to go away from life. Therefore, you have to have attachment in your life. You have attachment in your life, have commitment in your life. Be clean. You have to don't bother about cleanliness. So you have to be clean. Okay. Some sound is cutting. Okay. You should not have any friendship with any criminal people, any wrong people, because Ketu don't bother about somebody's good or bad. It will just be friend with whomever it is coming. Thing is, impartiality is the problem for Ketu. Indiscrimination is the problem for Ketu. It treats both good and bad people same. Automatically, bad people create problems in your life. You should have, you should want to win your life. You should work hard. You should participate in competitions, and you have to win in that competition. Ketu don't bother about winning at all. Okay, it is. Ketu should have some people who have Ketu has to join in competition and try to win in it. Okay, you can become excellent in astrology, the healing practices, everything. In fact, if anybody I am just saying you should not practice too much of spirituality, but you can practice this kind of pranic healing, Reiki, astrology, whatever it is, because they are somewhat worldly. They are not totally spiritual. Going for samadhi state every day is the it's not good for Ketu. That is, it will take you out of this world. Even you may die in that state itself. That's why Ketu should be avoided. யாரோ மைக் ஆன் பண்ணிருக்காங்க மோர் செப்பி மைக் ஆஃப் பண்ணுங்க ஓகே டு இம்ப்ரூவ் கேத்து யூ கேன் ஈட் கொல்லு தமிழில் தே சே கொல்லு இன் தமிழ் வாட் தட் இங்கிலீஷ் we forgot okay that is good for ketu that I will tell almost all planets are covered okay this in this I will every planet has some body parts controlling all this navadhaniyam they say okay you can search in navadhaniyam automatically you will get all the grains okay nava grains you can say every planet is having one grain all the temples will have these things in their top and all the pujas done by these offering these things only for all the planet okay every planet sun river and everything also it has some endocrine gland also okay every planet is strong at one place any chakra okay sun and moon are at agnya chakra okay that throat chakra is controlled by mercury next heart chakra venus next solar plexus mars Swadhisthana, Mooladhara is Saturn, but there are other planets also active at that same thing. That I will tell. In the Agnya planet, Guru will be good. Okay. In the throat, only Mercury is good. Other things are not coming. In the Venus area, that is Anahada, this also is coming under. Saturn and the Moon also rule over Anahada thing. In Manipura chakra, Sun also has power along with Mars. For Swadhisthana, Venus is also having power, including Jupiter also. Okay. For Mooladhara, along with Saturn, Mars is also having some power. Saturn is restriction, Mars is strength. Okay. For Mooladhara, you have fear, you have to come out of it using Mars only. Now we will see that it is not just easy to that is find a disease in by only one planet because everybody has 9 planets. Nobody is having only one planet. Okay, one planet may be very strong or one planet may be very weak. Both will create problem. One planet may be affected by other enemy planet. That's why they create a problem. Okay, so a planet should be seen. Other than that, you have your horoscope. They say houses. Okay, I am putting here is the North Indian model. I usually follow South Indian model. In the first one, I followed a South Indian model. South Indian model is easy to identify chakras. That will be very good. Okay, that initially I showed it. For identifying chakra, South Indian model is good. For identifying disease, you can have model. For first house, some they say head, second house face, and other things are there. So one house will represent one body part. That body part may be affected because of any bad planet on that position. Okay, that is one thing. Sixth house is the house of disease. Whatever planet in sixth house will create some disease belonging to that planet. You can see that body. Everybody have in net also you can find out. Okay, in the body various rasis are given. Okay, this is Gemini, this is Karkada, Virchigam, everything is there. Those areas ruled by any Rasi, that is you have to assess planet, Rasi and house. Okay, for assessing Rasi, this South Indian chart is very good. You can see that Aries have Manipura chakra, Taurus have Anagata chakra, Gemini have Visuddha chakra. Those things are also easily identifiable in South Indian model. In North Indian model, houses are easy to identify. Which house is good. In South Indian model, house are not directly identifiable. You have to put one symbol, then from that 1, 2, 3 will be counted. Okay, so you can see here, first house, Okay, head, brain, mind, everything. Second house, third house. Third house is neck and other things. Sixth house is stomach. So your body will be having 12 house. Feet is coming under 12th house. Saturn comes under 10th and 11th. It will start from knee to your ankle. Okay. So many material is available in net also, no problem. But you cannot easily diagnose it. That is the problem. From based on symptoms, you can find out which planet is there, and a good astrologer may tell you at least which planet is bad. He may not diagnose your disease, but he can tell you have this planet is a problem. So you can go and see which planet is weak or strong. Too strong is also a problem. Okay, then you can take steps to improve. For example, if you eat more salt,
बोला की
if you eat more salt, your your body will retain more water. If you eat
1:16
if you eat
1:16
less
म्हणजे
salt, your body will be यार आपण आधीच लिमिट आहे
नक्की चेक करा. मी 1,45,000 नंतर काल 2,95,000 आणि 50,000 मध्ये 3,00,000 पाठवले, म्हणजे 2,95,000 पण काहीतरी मी दिले.
Please mute your mic, everyone. Please accept speaker.
Okay, okay. Your body parts will be controlled by various houses. They say no problem. Even your nakshatras have various body parts that I am not covering here. Your rasis have various body parts. Your houses have various body parts, and even your nakshatras will control some very body parts. Okay, okay. So how to diagnose a disease from your horoscope? It is not easy. First of all, you should not try without anything. You have to see which house. Which house means generally sixth house is a disease giving house. Okay, which sign? Every sign has you know that some problem. Which planet is creating problem? In this we have talked about. After that, though you can say that you have this planet, this problem, it will not come. It will come only when the planet period is coming. If your planet period is coming at 80, no problem at all. If it is coming under 20, it is a problem. So that planet time should come. That is called as Sada, Dasha, Buddhi, and other things. So at that time, if it comes, you can check. You can actually, in fact, in medicine, you can diagnose only after it is coming. In in horoscope, you can say that after 20 years, you are going to get this disease, not compulsorily. Maybe that is the problem. People say that it is compulsorily coming, then people get a problem. But generally, it has a tendency, you may get it. So in the time, you can go and diagnose. Okay, even if your Dasa Bhukti, that is period is coming, they say Kocharam, that is transit, only when Dasa Bhukti, your horoscope is something like a lock. Your Gochar transit is like a key. That key only when it opens, it will come. Okay, even in the Dasa, that is about 10 years, 15 years, particular period is coming under this kind of transit. Okay, then you can expect these diseases and watch for symptoms. Once symptoms are arising, you may go and see and doctor, healers, whoever it is, and confirm, then only treat. You should not diagnose only with horoscope and treat planet. It's better to confirm medically and treat the planet, because the planet is already strong. It create a disease. You go and put a ring and stone. It will increase the strength further. It will aggravate the disease. You should not do. Particularly for Ragu, you should not at all do anything on yourself. Even it is dangerous if you do it with the expert also, because it's better to meditate for Ragu. It will go on its own. You cannot cure any disease given by Ragu or Ketu. They don't come under any sort of treatment. Okay, other disease you can cure. Sunny also you cannot cure, because it is because of old age. You cannot cure old age and death. Okay, you cannot become young again. So I would like to thank you all for listening. Okay, if at all you have any questions also, you may please ask.
Participants, you can unmute yourself and you can interact with the keynote speaker.
Sir, very good afternoon.
Yes.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Sir,
Sir,
I'm Sharan. I'm calling from. Hello.
சொல்லுங்க sir. Please tell.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you are audible. Yes, sir.
Fine. Which
So my
planet
question is,
Hello.
One by one, please.
Sir, which planet is good and which planet is bad?
No
How can
planet
we-
can be good. Yeah, sir. Which no planet can be good. Or, oh, in your horoscope, you are talking about, or generally you are talking?
Sir, at present time, how can we find which is a good position and which is a bad position?
That you should learn astrology. Okay, forget about it. That you can search in whatever it is. If the planet is in the house, it is ruling, it is good. We can say. Okay, any house, this I will tell. You can just turn this vertically. This is automatically becoming your body. This is head and other things I already said. Whatever house which is ruled by that planet, if it is sitting there, it is okay. If it is friendly with, if it is in the house of friendly planet, it is good. Thing is, Saturn, Venus, and Mercury are friends. Sun, Moon, Guru, Mars are friends. If they are in the friend's house, it is good. If they are in the enemy's house, generally it is not good. If anything is with Rahu or Ketu, it is generally not good. That we can say. Guru, if Guru sees some planet, it is good, they say. If Saturn sees any planet, it is not good. This general rule, but it's not so easy, I think. Any question? There is no good planet. Overall, you cannot say this is good planet. No, every planet has positive
Sir.
and negative. Yes.
sir,
Please
can
tell.
I ask? Sir, just I saw the details and I want to add something or just
sir.
tell something that that second house and
Yes, sir.
seventh house, sixth house,
Okay.
eighth house, and 11th
Yes, sir.
house.
Yes.
As per my experience, because I know a little bit about astrology, so
Okay, sir.
I found that the planets which are weak or in the maleficious
Yes.
effects
Yes,
or
sir.
niche like thing,
Yes,
so
yes,
they
yes,
may
yes.
get definitely bad results. Suppose
Yes.
in that second house, if the Mars is in the Cancer's house, so
Okay.
that will be the niche mangal, and the person will get definitely the head injury.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And
No problem, sir.
that I found. So just I want to say that there are some
Oh.
other houses also that
Yes,
may
sir.
get
I am not saying only
diseases.
6 hours, sir. All the trickhouse are bad. Even second 7 are called as Maraka houses. But we cannot teach total
Markesh,
astrology
yes.
here. That's why I am not.
Yeah.
Generally, disease we are saying 6. It is not necessary. Because at any house, if a bad planet is there, automatically it is going to give problem. Any niche planet is going to give problem. Any afflicted planet, it is maze. It is not a simple answer. But in this program, in a brief manner, we can only give guidelines.
Yeah.
We cannot teach astrology in 1 hour. You know very well.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes, sir. Somebody is raising hand.
Long yes, sir. There's one thing,
yes, sir.
another thing, that long-term disease and short-term disease. So
Yes, sir.
so
Monthly
which
planet, sir, monthly planets will generally be giving short-term diseases, sir. Mars, Venus, or Mercury. We cannot say like that because the transit is coming every month. It will go away. That's all. It is not cured. Seasonally, you get cold. After that, it is cured. But Saturn, if it is coming there, it will be there for 2.5 years. Then automatically, it's a long-term disease only.
is
See, if
there
it is Moon is coming, yes, sir.
sir, is there any relation between that disease cure and mantra shakti?
Sir, everything is there. All mantra shakti is there, stone is there, everything is there. The problem is, though they are working, people cheat. People do every kind of cheating activity. That's why I avoided
Yes.
those things. I only say food, exercise, other things because it is possible for everybody. If you go to a
Yes.
mantra, so people, they may kill you also. They may sacrifice you in
Yes.
their ritual. That's why I don't want to
Yes.
enter into those kind of spiritual practices. I want to be as scientifically as possible.
Yes.
It's not that they are
That is the
wrong or
main.
right. I don't want to risk people advocating something which is very dangerous.
Sir,
People
good
are cheated.
afternoon.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Prerna Sharma from Jaipur, Rajasthan. I want to
Yes, yes,
ask
please.
you one question, sir.
Thank you.
There are so many quakes. This is pure science, like astrology, spirituality, and these are sciences. But there are so many quakes. So how can we know that this astrologer is good and his or her diagnosis is okay? How can we have faith?
Yes, ma'am. A
And,
very good thing
will
is,
you
madam.
please suggest any few of
Yeah.
names that we can go to them and we can know, because we don't know which planet is strong and which is weak and what is the remedy and all that.
Madam.
Because there are so
Okay.
many quakes. They cheat.
Madam.
Like you
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
said just now.
Madam, I would say that you learn some basic astrology. That is better. First point, you pray God. You learn about planets and you improve whatever planet. No need to know which planet is bad. You see the symptoms. If symptom is bad, it is bad. In your horoscope, it may be good, but we don't know exactly the degree and the other aspect. Therefore, if at all you have one problem, if the problem is because of some planet, that will be bad at all. Even if it is horoscope, it may be wrong also. Your birth timing may be wrong also. Okay, that's a problem. One another thing is, if you believe in astrology, if you believe in fate, okay, whatever astrologer you go, okay, he will give you the correct answer. If it is not the correct answer, whichever the fate has destined you, it will get. That is, if you have to go to wrong astrologer and get wrong treatment, he will automatically go and find it. Even if a good person is there, he will tell that wrong, because fate will is not so easy. But if you pray well, if you improve willpower, if you do all this, you just improve all the planet. Improving is balancing, not increasing. Increasing, if you put any stone, it will increase. No, you improve. You do give donation, you do good life, automatically it will be okay. Because there's no, if you are a good person, you will never go into a wrong astrologer. Even if you go to wrong astrologer, fate will see to that he will not tell wrong things to you. Because God is there, planet is there, it is true. You don't mind at all. But if you learn astrology, it is good. Not that you become astrologer. If you learn something, you will know that whether the person is doing something stupid or not. I will want to everybody to learn some basic astrology. Not astrology, not at all astrology is needed. You learn about planets. You learn about chakras. Automatically, you can diagnose it. If you learn about chakras also, you can diagnose it. No problem. You will
Okay,
never
sir.
be able to know. Yes, madam.
Thank you, sir. One more thing.
Yes,
People
sir, tell
say
me.
that if you know astrology, then you should not read your own horoscope or your family member's horoscope. Is it true, sir?
Will you, if you have a mirror, will you not see your face?
They say no, you should not read your family members or your horoscope yourself.
Madam, that is the problem. It is true, madam. Not that you cannot see your horoscope, because you know your horoscope, automatically you will see. Because thing is, do you have the maturity to learn astrology fully? That is the problem. Because you see that next year there may be accident happening. What will you do? Your child or your wife or husband may get into problem. If it is saying in that astrology, you may get mentally upset. For the other person, you are a third person, you can be impartial and treat. But if you are seeing your own family member, you get into problem. You zoom your horoscope and see too much. You only when you are a saint only you can have a balance. But for others, you may not be mentally affected.
Okay.
That's why they say that it is not good.
Okay.
You understand this?
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Yes, sir. Somebody is raising hand.
Thank you very much, sir, for your explanation. And so 3 more professors want to raise the question. Now we give chance to Dr. Pooja Srivastava, and we are enabling the mic for you, Professor. You can proceed. Dr. Pooja Srivastava.
Unmute பண்ண சொல்லுங்க.
Okay. So next we will give a chance to Suji Priya, madam. Suji Priya, madam. We are enabling your mic. You can ask your query, madam.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm MC department. I'm having one query, sir. What is the
Yes.
relation between the planet and our memory power, sir, or the chakra? How to increase our memory power? Is there any relationship between these?
Madam, already I told madam, memory
Yes,
is generally controlled by moon and mercury, madam. If you
okay,
improve your moon and mercury, your memory will be okay. Actually, nervous system is controlled by mercury, it will be okay. But moon will be controlling your emotion. But when you are emotional, you will lose your memory. Therefore, if you improve your moon and mercury, automatically your memory will be improved. Generally medicine, that is meditation will be a good one to not to improve memory actually. Actually, by reducing your noise, you will be speaking yourself. Everybody is speaking themselves always. That noise, if it is reduced, automatically you can improve your memory. Even I am not able to improve my memory because so astrology need lot of memory. It will be filled. If anything is filled in your head, you cannot put more. Something like your RAM or RAM, something like that. You have a calm mind by relaxing yourself.
yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, can I ask one more question?
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Sir, is there any relation between the that relation with the spirituality with the Saturn or Ketu? Because several texts quoted that Ketu responsible for the Sant yoga or spirituality like thing. A person will get a very good spirituality or a
Yes,
moksha
sir.
like thing. But in your presentation, I missed that thing.
I said it in the presentation itself. If your Ketu is strong, don't meditate. I said. If your Ketu is very strong, if you want to live in this life properly, don't meditate. Reduce meditation. If your Ragu is strong, do meditate. Because Ragu will just you make you too much worldly. Ketu will take away from worldly life. Therefore, Saturn is okay, sir. Saturn, though it is spiritual, it will not throw away responsibility. Somebody will be in home, he will also be spiritual. Saturn will not create that much problem. You will be spiritual in your home. Not you don't leave your family. But Ketu will just don't bother. You will just leave. And therefore, if your Ketu is very strong, if it is ninth house or first house, you better. But in fact, you can become a.
Sir,
That's not a problem. But
sir, if
yes,
it is in 12th house, Ketu.
they say it is in the last birth, but we don't know previous birth or next birth. But generally, 12th house is the spiritual house. In Ketu in the 12th house means it will be more active. But in that case, you may be spiritual, but you can just keep your family. It may give losses and tendencies for spirituality. But if you understand that, if you strengthen other planet, okay. Generally, you stop Ketu and go for Ragu. Because if whatever house is Ragu will be in 6th house automatically. 6th house is a service house. If Ketu is 12th house, you just see Ragu in the 6th house. 6th house
Yeah.
is charity and service house. You do help others, then no
Okay.
problem. You
Okay, sir.
become a doctor. You can become a doctor, excellent doctor actually, because 12th house is a hospital. 12th house is a jail. But you can become excellent doctor if you become if you have Ketu in the 12th house. So it is
Okay, sir.
not that you can become a doctor.
Thank you, sir.
Saying that. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Very,
Thank you.
very nice explanation, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Now we are giving opportunity to Dr. Pooja Srivastava. So, Dr. Pooja Srivastava, you can unmute yourself and you can raise your question now. Okay. Okay, now we are giving the next opportunity to Mr. Sharavanan.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You may ask your question.
Sir, how to strong a weak planet, sir?
Sir,
How to strengthen
somebody is
a weak
speaking
planet?
behind.
Sir, he is asking that how to strengthen the weak
Okay.
planets.
Sir,
That's his question.
just you can see, I have given food items. Okay. For sun, you have to go for sunlight. Just all the parameters you have said. Okay. That you can try. You can ask one planet. I'll try. Weak planet, anything will be there. It will have a problem automatically in your life. Then find a remedy for that. It will be there. Even if you browse, you can do that. Only one thing I'll say. For weak planet, you have to do the things which is needed. For example, for moon, if it is you are dehydrated, take more salt with water. Then you will become hydrated. But if you are having water problem, your swollen leg and everything, reduce salt, because salt will increase water if you taken. If you reduce it, it will reduce water. But water is moon. Okay. Therefore, in anything you will have one thing. But I will avoid any that stone and other things, because you cannot stop it. Okay. Unnecessarily doing something, it may not be good. But every planet has some element. Food item, I have given food for every planet. I said that food you can take. I have also given remedies, practices also, that you can tell. This whole seminar is about improving planets only. That all remedies, passions are coming under that one. May I answer?
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
For your excellent reply to the participants, sir. And now we are giving opportunity to the next participant, Professor Tanuja. Professor Tanuja, you can unmute yourself. Professor Tanuja, you can unmute yourself. Even Professor Rajiv Pandey. Any of the participant wants to raise your questions, please raise your hands so that we will give opportunity. So we have made the system in order to avoid certain interference. So because if we enable all participants to unmute themselves, there are some clashes. So we have planned to give opportunity one by one. So we are ready to stay here for any moment of time. So time is not an issue. So you can raise your hands.
இந்த பூஜா ஏதோ கொஸ்டின் டைப் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க.
Professor Tanuja, we have enabled you to unmute your mic. Permission has been granted. You can check now. Professor Tanuja. So in the meantime, our keynote speaker, yeah, madam.
அவங்க ஏதோ போட்டுருக்காங்க. டைப் படிக்க சொல்லுங்க தனுஜாவை கொஸ்டின்.
In the meantime, the keynote speaker will address your queries that are posted in the keynote speaker. Sir, Dr. Balasubramani, many persons have requested you to share some authenticated resources where this particular kind of astrology-based studies can be made, and now we can share some information regarding it where they can learn it, or you can tell some authentic centers where they can learn such courses. You may share something to the participants.
Okay, I am in Tamil Nadu. I have studied at one. I forgot. I have a lot of memory problem already. Okay, you can join in any course. That's what I will say. Brihat Parasara Horasastra is supposed to be the Bible of astrology. you can join in any astrology standard courses. Even Delhi, they have Bharat Vidya Bhavan. You can study. It is not that what you study in the course, because astrology will select you. Okay, just by studying only it's not possible. You can just do it. If it likes you, you will learn. Proper guru, you will get no problem. Okay. Government authorized any university. There are a lot of universities are teaching astrology. They are everybody saying same only. It's something like a chess. In chess, you can learn the position, coin, and everything, but it is actually a skill. Further, you should meditate properly. You should lead a proper life. Then only whatever you see, you say will be coming in true. And not that because of your saying it is coming in true, because then only it will be revealed. Actually,
Just no, sir. What the participants are asking is, you can share the name of some books or resources in the chat box. That's what they are questioning.
okay, you study with Parasya Horasastra. I will say that is not easy to study. I will say Johnny Patry. I will recommend this English author, Johnny Patry. Her books will be excellent. I mostly study in English and Tamil. I don't know Hindi. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you for sharing the name of the author. And Professor Tanuja has typed a message that that professor is having some ENT problem, and he has asked that what can be done for Kedu. And he can answer for ENT issue.
Sir, for ENT generally come under Mercury. Mercury, it is distracted. That is the problem. That is, you are always distracted. You don't have balance. You want to do multiple things at the same time. When you have focus, physically, if there is a defect that you have to see the doctor, that is different. But if you are talking yourself, you cannot hear others talking. That is, then you have hearing problem. Something like that only. Okay, you are not in the coordinated way. So if you improve mercury, particularly you eat green gram, that is best. You eat vitamin B complex, you need magnesium, you do meditation and breathing practices, you take care of skin, but you have focus in your life, then automatically everything ENT will be over. For Ketu, you will try to love life, because Ketu will always try to take you out of life. That is actually a dangerous planet, Ketu and Ragu. Not dangerous. It is thing that if they decide to give you one thing, you cannot stop it. It is very, very, very tough. But for Ketu, there is one thing, you best learn astrology. For others, I will not tell to learn astrology. If you have problem because of Ketu, you learn pranic healing, astrology, anyone, not that both. Whatever it is, if you learn, Ketu want you to go into spirituality. But if you want to live in this life within limit, you can do. Therefore, you learn these practices which are common for both. You are not becoming a saint, okay? But also you learn some practices, do service for other. There's no other way, okay? Ketu want you to be spiritual, because if you are too much in worldly life, Ketu will cut it. If you are too much devoted to your some friend, he will just make sure that he is getting transferred. So they cannot win Ketu. But if you are with him, but also don't leave your spiritual practice. Simply, if you do meditate every day, Ketu will not bother you. But if you slip your spiritual practices, Ketu will make you realize that spirituality is important, and it will take away something from you and bring you back to the starting point. For Rahu Ketu, it's almost tough. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for your wonderful explanation to Professor Tanuja. And Professor also agreed with your comment. She has replied in the chat box. Yes, Professor Sharma, we have disabled the participants' mic because at the same time, many participants are trying to interact. And if you want to interact, you just paste a message in chat box. Immediately, we will unmute. We will give you permission to unmute your mic. So interact with the keynote speaker. Okay, thank you. And so this arrangement has been made in order to avoid interference only. No other points so behind this thing. So in order to have a very smooth discussion, we have made this one. Okay. So okay, Professor Sharma has already, he told that he have asked already. Yes, sir. Thank you. So if any participant still you want to interact with the keynote speaker, just raise your hands, or else we can wind up this session, that is fifth session. Anyway, okay. So on behalf of our organizing team, I would like to yeah, one more professor is raising the hands. Let us give opportunity. Yeah, Professor Murali Krishna, you may proceed, sir. You can unmute yourself now. Professor Murali Krishna. So we have given you the rights to unmute yourself. You have raised your hand. Professor Murali Krishna. Okay, I think so we have neared the end of the session. So once again, on behalf of our organizing team, I would like to thank Dr. Balasubramani for sharing his wonderful knowledge in the field of horoscope and its impact of diseases. He has clearly explained the characteristics and its allied effects, and also the pros and cons of each planet that is being placed in each particular positions. He also clearly mentioned that so no planet is a good one and no planet is a bad one. It only depends on the position in which it is placed, maybe from the Lagna or the starting point. Really, it was a wonderful session, Professor. So thank you very much for being a part of this faculty development program. I hope the participants will also got some knowledge about horoscopes, the characteristics of all the 9 planets, and surely they will explore the textbook which you have preferred in the chat box. Interested persons explore the textbook also, and we will also share the email ID of Dr. Balasubramani in our WhatsApp group. So those who want to have a personal contact with them, you can also contact Dr. Balasubramani for any personal queries. So any other professors or participants,
Doctor,
if you want to interact?
Dr.
Yes, sir.
Venkatesh Raju.
Yes, sir.
I got
Yes, sir.
permission just now, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You may proceed, sir. Please, sir.
Yeah. Dr. Subramanian.
Yes, sir, please.
Sir, in a family, if 3 people have Rahu Dasha, what could be the effect?
The mostly unpredictable planet is Rahu. Most probably you will go to foreign country or at least other state, or you will do something totally unconventional. It's not necessarily bad. It may be good also. Generally, you will do something which is unconventional. Rahu will just make you do not violate, change the current system. That's the major thing. Okay. It want to explore all of them. That's all.
The first one is over, sir. Going abroad.
Yes, sir.
Then what could be the possible things?
That is, it want to explore new area. Then you in abroad. You are comfortable in abroad than in your home place.
Okay.
The Rahu will make you to learn that culture. You become that culture. Then when you come back, that's the major thing. Rahu will make you to go abroad, and it will make you to learn things there. And when you come back in the next period, during whether any Jupiter or Saturn, you will come back, and you have to disseminate the idea into the people. It's something like go learn something, come back and give your people. Jupiter is a guru, it will giver. It learn and come share its knowledge to other people. Whenever you come from foreign, your lifestyle will be different. Everything will be changed. If you are from a village, your village itself will be changed because of you. So Ragu take risk and come with knowledge. It's a deep diver. It get pearls and come give it to others.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much to all the participants as well as the keynote speaker. So now it is 1:45. So today so we are perfectly running on time. So except the one thing, morning due to some technical difficulties in live streaming and to some network issue, it got a bit late for about 15 to 20 minutes. We would like to express our sincere apology for starting the program for about 15 to 20 minutes late. So now we can have a lunch break for the next 1 hour or some 1 hour 15 minutes, and we will resume our session shortly by 3 p.m. So the guest for the next session will be Dr. Murali Mohan. He will be discussing the traditions and cultures and practices in which we are following. What is the scientific fact behind that? Why we are going for temples? What is the scientific fact behind that? All those interesting concepts will be discussed in the upcoming session. And one more, Professor Sharma has asked that whether he can consult you about our horoscope. Yes, it is allowed. See that the keynote speaker has shared his email ID with you, and also if he is interested, if he can share his mobile number also with you. You can have a personal contact with him, or else you can directly send a mail to the resource person. He will be addressing you. I hope I have addressed the comments of all the participants, and with all your patience and such a wonderful participation. So we are winding up today's session, and we will meet again sharply by 3 p.m. So thank you one and all. Have a great lunch. Thank you.
Thank you all. ஏதோ முரளிகிருஷ்ணா ஏதோ பேசிட்டே இருக்காரு.